course, is Mo Lawal. Got him back here in the program. March 31st, he's got Rampage Jackson coming main event, Bellator. Chicago, right? Is what this one is at? Chicago?
Yeah, Chicago.
Yeah. So you had the conference call, and I've got to ask you. I was never invited to be on a conference call, so I don't know. As a competitor, I've been invited to them as a reporter and journalist. So I've got on there and listened to them and stuff. Do you find those conference calls beneficial for the fight? Does it help promote the fight, you think?
Unless they want sound bites, but it depends on who's selling the fight. Like the win today, I thought was lame. You know what I'm saying? I came with heat because I always come with something original. Quinton comes the same lame ass, tired ass shit like always. My
Yep.
ears, your ears are ugly. Oh, you're ugly. Oh, your breath stinks. Oh, you want to hump my leg. Oh, you want to stand and bang. Quinton's been saying this. Look, Quinton, this is MMA. Stand and bang. Like people are like, oh, you're afraid to stand and bang. No, it's MMA. If I want to stand and bang, I'll go to Glory or I'll box.
Yeah.
You know, and even with boxing, a lot of people ain't standing and banging. They boxing. It's the
Yeah.
art of getting hit and not getting hit. Quentin just wants to buy into some stupid shit and stand in front of him. Well, you know what? I could play the same game, Quentin. I bet you won't wrestle me. Oh, that's wrestling's a real man sport. Come wrestle me in the fight. You know, I bet you
Yeah.
won't wrestle me. That's like Hoist Gracie or one of the Gracies saying, "Oh, you want to stand the bang? I bet you won't grapple me though." Come on, man, that's just stupid.
Yeah. It's an MMA fight, so obviously, Quinton's best shot is the stand and bang, but he does the worst against wrestlers that take him down and hold him down, and that's always been his mo. Now he has told me they spent most of his training camp getting ready for you from when they asked him and said, "Look, this is the guy you're going to fight." So is that night you guys walked in the ring and you finally reveal who's fighting? He's been working on getting off his back and not being taken down. Do you think it's been enough time for him to stop you from taking him down?
No, I'm taking him down. The only thing that's gonna help him is we're fighting heavyweight. So since we're fighting heavyweight, he's probably gonna come in. On the press conference, he said he thought it was a catchweight of 235, but that's because Tiki and them lied to him so he could get in shape and bring his weight down. And he's like, "Well, I'm gonna weigh in 235 because you just want to do a catchweight, and I'm gonna weigh 260 come fight time." And I was like, "Quentin, I don't do catchweights, so you can weigh in as much as you can weigh as much as you want at weigh-ins. It's not going to help you. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like you could be 260, whatever you want to do. I don't care. You know, I chose to fight you at heavyweight, so that's what's going to be.
So what are you weighing right now? Because you're still trying to go back down to 205, right?
Man, I don't cut weight for 205. Like right now, if I sit on the scale, I'll probably be 210, 211, 212 with the laptop in my hand. I don't cut no weight.
So you're gonna walk in at 210 or 211 then for the fight.
Yeah, like that's how I always do. Like, there are times like as a matter of fact, when I fought Ishii and Krokop, I weighed in at 213, and I guarantee you can fight time I weigh less because just the food there. You know what I'm saying? Like it's hard to keep
Yeah.
weight up on the food. So I probably 210. I'm heavy for me going to cage is 213, 214. If I hit that.
Okay, so you probably don't even know this, but Andy Foster, the head commissioner for the State Athletic Commission of California, has just released. Like I'm literally talking 30 minutes. I got it because I'm part of the California State Athletic Commission. I got it 10 minutes before he posted it online. But I got a hold of it and I was reading through it, and what his proposal is to stop the extreme weight cutting that has been a part of our lives since we were 6 or 7 years old. Having to cut as much weight as possible for wrestling, make weight. Then the counter in wrestling they went to every day weigh in or every night weigh in, and then they switched it. And then in college they switched their weight classes and said, okay, now
hydration test, all that stuff. They do hydration tests, yeah.
They're doing better. But what Andy Foster said now he's going to do is so you weigh in the normal weigh in. We have the normal weigh-ins in California. Then the next day, if you put on more than 8% of your body weight, they might ask you're going to have to move up to the next weight class. When I fought at 170, I'd make 170. I would weigh 185 coming into the fight that night. I'd have to move up to 85. Now, at the time I was fighting, I would be like, there's no way, this is a stupid rule. I can make it. I can do it. Now that I'm done and out of the sport and reffing and looking at fighter safety, I'm like, man, I should have been at 85 the entire time. I shouldn't have cut any weight at all. You're in that boat where you're like, I'm not cutting any weight. I could be up to 230 and be okay, and you still walk around at 210. You're a rarity. Do you think if that rule, the way I've explained to you right now, and there's still stuff coming out, and we're trying to get our ways through it. Do you think that rule will change the look of the weight classes? And do you think it's going to make it better for you to be at 205 as a whole, because all these new guys coming up from 85 will have to make the shift?
Yeah, I think yes and no, because people have found ways to get around it. I think that maybe people will quit fighting less. I just don't know yet until it happens, because
Yeah.
the IB ban happened. People still, didn't. Some people still cut weight and rehydrated different. Some people moved up, but you just never know till it actually gets implemented, because people always have ways to get around things.
Yeah, and that's always been our problem as Americans, and this goes back to our wrestling days. When we wrestle international, I wrestled Germans and Russians and Bulgarians, and these guys were on state sponsored steroid programs where the government was giving it to them.
Yeah,
we're like, we couldn't, and we just had to be better. We didn't have to worry about it.
We had Advocare.
Yeah, actually, that was our key. We had Advocare. That was our big push, and that was just protein and creatine and arginine and some electrolyte drinks. That's all we really had. That's all we could really work with. But so for us, steroids doesn't really matter. It doesn't really it never really factored into our mindset. Now, the way that USADA's cleaned up the sport, has come up and tried to get a little better. This is like the next logical step. Do you think it's a good idea or a bad idea to start doing stuff like this for the longevity of our sport?
I think this is a good idea. I think the morning weight cut is stupid. I mean, the morning weigh-in stupid. You know what I'm saying? Just have like a weigh-in, and if you weigh more than, honestly, they should make you move up. You weigh more than you put on more than 8% of your weight, you have to forfeit a certain percentage of your purse. Because after that, people will be forced. People will be like, okay, I'm gonna move up. I'm not gonna be after 2 times you forfeit a percentage of your purse. People are gonna be like, you know what? I'm just gonna move up. Forget this. Because if you try to force them to go up, they'll die and keep their weight low, then blow up or get hurt.
Yeah.
But if you take away their money, they're gonna be like, you know what? Forget this. Don't touch my money. I'm just gonna go up.
So now California also has put in where it used to be 20% of your show money. If you didn't make weight, you get 20% taken away, or 20% taken away. 10% would go to the commission. 10% would go to the athlete, the other athlete that made weight. If now they're doing it where if you win the fight and you missed weight, you also have to give up 20% of your win money. So your show money and your win money now is up for grabs, and all of it goes to your opponent.
What?
Commission's not taking any more. So you're looking at 40% of your purse is now with 20% of your total purse, depending on the numbers, because it's never the same. It's not always 10 and 10. Sometimes it's 10 and 60, and you never really know. So that comes into another factor of like, hey, this guy made weight, or this guy missed weight, and he's getting like a $500,000 win bonus if he beats me. I might just lose the fight on purpose because now I can get all this extra money by not winning. And really, what does it do for me? The guy didn't make weight, so it doesn't really, in the real fans' eyes, it doesn't quantify. But now they're trying to put more steps in to kind of stop the extreme weight cutting. But 40% is a lot of money to take away from somebody.
Yeah, right? It's a lot, but I think they should take away. Look, you win the fight, take away 20% of your win bonus and show money. If you lose, you have to cough up 30% of your purse.
30% of your show.
So, so if you lose, say I'm getting paid 5 or 5, and I miss weight but I lose, instead of giving 20, just take another 10% on top of that.
Okay, that's fair enough, and
that's fair,
it is going to make guys start moving up, because you start looking at some of these guys that missed weight multitude of times, like our boy Johnny Hendricks. He has given away an entire fight by missing weight. The amount of times that he's missed weight, he has given away an entire fight to his other opponents because he just can't make weight.
And you know what? The sad thing about Johnny, I've known Johnny since he was in high school, and he's been cutting weight since he was 14. He has a long history. Cut weight at Edmond Memorial when he was a state champion there. He wrestled at 152 and 160. He cut weight for Fargo, cut weight for junior duels, cut weight at Oklahoma State for 5 years, cutting weight for the open tournaments.
Yeah.
Cut weight for MMA. He's been cutting weight his whole life.
His body's rejecting it, and now we saw him. He moved up to 85, and yes, he did fight another welterweight up at 85, but also Hector had to come up. He looked great. Now, so it's going to the way that you have always thought about weight cutting. I'm just going to fight the way the weight that I weigh, and that's what I'm going to fight. I'm just going to get better at that spot. Does that force you now, because hey, Quinton's coming in probably? Let's be honest. He's probably going to come in at 250. He's a big man. He's probably going to come in at 250. Does that make you train harder? on your cardio and your strength and conditioning, knowing that, hey, I'm only going to weigh 210, 211, and this guy's going to be 40 pounds heavier than me?
Kind of, because here's the thing, right? I'm like, like we come from a wrestling background, so you know what? We don't do training camps. Really, we always stay in shape, and then come time for competition, we zero in on the opposition we could likely face. You know what I'm saying? We don't like sit around and eat and just chill, and all of a sudden, I got to fight in 6 weeks. No, we're in the gym training. I keep a base shape. I'm always doing strength training, but then when it comes down to my fights, I get something lined up. I'll start hard a little bit just I'll do my volume. Then I'll taper down and work on game plan for the last 4 weeks. Because if I'm in shape, I just gotta do a little volume, maintain ride that wave, and then peak at the right time.
Yep. And so, how's you peaking coming for this fight? Then are you on track?
Oh man, I had to slow it down because I was way ahead of schedule. So I had to slow it down, bring it back and slow it back down.
And when you say slow it down, what do you have to do? You just start not going to practices, or you just do less at practice?
No, I'd practice, but I wasn't like I turned the volume down because I was doing so much volume that instead of quantity, I started focusing more on quality, and I just instead of being there for like 4 hours a day, I maximized it in like 2.5. Because I used to go practice twice a day, 2 times a day. Now I'm just like, okay, I'll go in the morning, get a good drill in, hit mitts, and maybe some live wrestling. I'll come back at night, do some strength training, some drills, and then leave. I just try to be in and out.
Yeah. Quick, up and quick, and that also too. Not only does that relax the body, but also relaxes your mind because you're not on that grind. You're not getting that constant getting beat up all the time. So
and no injuries because we know wrestling. Look, MMA honestly, it was hard, but wrestling is so much harder on your body. Wrestling is so much harder. Period.
Yeah.
Nationals, to win nationals, you got paid $1,500, and that $1,500 was like everything.
Yeah.
MMA, you step on the scale and walk the cage, you might make 10 grand. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just base. Wrestling was so much harder. You know what I'm saying? Like this is easy.
So you and Rampage don't like each other. You haven't liked each other since the Walmart thing. When that got posted. Is this going to be a grudge match for you out there? Are you going to try to put a definite stick on this fight to let folks know, like, not only am I a great fighter, but I'm way better than this guy?
It's a grudge match. And the thing is, I don't like him, but I'm going to fight like I don't know him. Because anytime you bring emotion into it, that's when you get reckless. I'm going to fight smart with the game plan. My thing is to break him down slowly and stop him or just torture him. If I can get 3 10-8 rounds, great. If I can stop him, good. But my thing is I want to torture him and make him regret that he signed that contract.
So I heard that you were saying something about, and I could be wrong, that you said something about the canvas the last time was really slippery, and that caused a lot of the takedown failures and things like that. Is that something that you actually did say, or did I mishear it?
No, it's true. Everybody, this was like years ago when Bjorn had that blue canvas that's velvety kind of, and it was cheap. Quinton complained about it, even though he said he didn't. Mike Chandler complained about it. If you see the old fight footage, we were all slipping and falling. And then they tried changing it a few times. When I fought Linton Vassell, I could have knocked him out in the first round, but I kept on falling while I was trying to hit him. And then finally, after that fight, they changed the canvas and made it something rougher, with more grip.
Yeah.
And if you notice, no one's slipping and sliding. Like the old Bellator canvas was terrible.
Yeah, it really was bad, and it's funny you say Strikeforce. It's because of Coker, but they're. So how do you feel that this fight? What is this fight going to do for you? You beat Quinton. You beat him up for 3 rounds. At the middle of the 3rd round, you crack him and put him unconscious. What is this fight going to propel you to next?
Nothing. I don't know. I'm not really. I'm just thinking about like, hey,
okay,
the belt's vacant at heavyweight, and then Phil Davis. I can get fight Phil Davis or Ryan Bader signed. I just want to just fight. I want to stay busy. Just fight whoever is available. So if I can get a fight heavyweight, I'll take it. If I can get a fight 205 versus Bader or Phil Davis or Liam McGeary or somebody, I'll take that. Just keep me busy. If I can fight 4 times this year, 5 times this year, I'm good.
Wow, you do want to fight that much?
Yeah, it's like wrestling. Like wrestling, I hit every turn. I went to Sunkiss. I went to Dave Schultz. I went to NYAC. I went overseas. I try to go everywhere. I went to a regional here and there. So you try to hit competition. Helps you improve.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, King. Thanks so much for coming on here, man. I really appreciate it, Mo. Good luck with the rest of the training camp, man. Have fun, and I'm super excited to watch this fight happen, man. I can't wait for this thing to break down.
You gonna be there reffing? Are you giving
No,
me that
I was hoping that I would get the call from Illinois. I didn't get the call because Coker does want me to work more with Bellator, do more of the undercards.
Yeah.
But I don't know. You know, he's so busy. He's traveling. They got Italy coming up here pretty soon too. They got all this other stuff.
You
So
go to Italy. What about judging? Because really, we need people that are knowledgeable. Like
I
you
can judge,
judging.
but my expertise is reffing. And so
Well,
there's a lot
I
of great
understand.
judges out there that are floating around now. You don't
Yeah.
necessarily need me to judge if you can have me ref. You know, but I can judge if I need to. But my expertise is reffing, and that's my passion.
You do a great job reffing too, man. I was shocked
Thank
to
you.
see you in that.
Yeah, it's a you know, man, and it's funny because when I started doing it, I was like, John McCarthy's loaded. Like he works all the time. He must have so much money. And I started doing it. I'm like, wow, we both made $900 today. Like we both get the same pay. When we work on the same car, we get the same pay. I'm like, we both made $900. Like this is like how do you live on this? Like how are you making this is ridiculous. But that's all the great refs do it because we love it. We do it just because for me it's a way for me to give back to my sport that made me famous. So I'm gonna give back by taking care of the next generation. And it's just all of us love it for different reasons, but that's why we do it because we love it. No.
Yeah, man, that's what's up, man.
I know. I like it a lot. Hopefully, unfortunately, this one, I got to sit at home and watch it on TV. I thought for sure I was going to be there live, but this one will be at home. So
hopefully next time I wouldn't mind seeing you. I wouldn't mind be sharing the cage with you as a referee, man.
It'd be great. It'd be great. I don't know. My wife thinks I'll be there a lot sooner than I do. I think I'm still a long ways away before they'll put me on main events, and that's where you fight as main events.
Listen,
like I'm not gonna.
I saw you. I watched you. You're a great ref already. Even though I think just off of just knowledge of the sport, I've watched you, man. I was shocked to see you in San Jose, and I was like, I was like, man, you took control of the cage. You knew what you were doing. You're already there, man.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Hopefully the commissioners and the promoters think so too, because it's up to them to really want me. So.
Yeah.
Thanks, Mo, man. Have a great rest of your training camp.
Right.
Have a great time at this fight. We'll talk later on.
All right, thanks, bro.